Hello there, this is Dave Allen for EV20 Questions, and today's going to be a road trip day. What I want to do is I want to go and buy myself the new iPhone. I want to get the iPhone XS Max. Gosh, that's a mouthful, isn't it? Anyway, that's the one I want to go and buy. I was looking to buy it on the Apple Store app in my iPhone, but it says I'll have to wait until October the 2nd. And I thought, well, why not just take a trip down to La Maquinista in Barcelona, and there's a chance that they might have had some deliveries or something, and they might have something in there that I can actually buy. And if not, well, I'll just have the trip anyway, and I have to have a look at the phone in the shop. And so that's my plan anyway, to take a trip there. It gives me a chance to try out the chargers in La Maquinista. Last time I went there, I wasn't able to try them because you have to ask someone to turn them on for you. So that was a bit of a bind. I didn't know how to do that, and I found out afterwards. And I went and charged up at the La Maquinista Nissan store, which is right next door, which is very handy. And also what I might do is I might just nip up to a couple of other chargers. There's one there at La Barbara del Valles, or Barbara del Valles. There's one there. And I might even think about going back to San Cugat de Valles, the one in the centre of town, and see if I can get the RFID card to work there. Hopefully there's no other ones there. I've sort of just diving in there just 2 seconds before I'm supposed to arrive and taking up the DC charging. So that's the plan for today, and let's just get on the road and get there. Well, I'm not having such a good day of it so far. I got into the La Maquinista Apple Store, parked up, couldn't get charged, the thing wasn't working. The guy came down, I got him on the whatchamacallit thing, you want to talk up to the maintenance people or wherever. And came down there, tried to get me onto the Tesla one, but that didn't work. And eventually, anyway, it's just a total bust. The shop was closed. I couldn't have a look at the iPhones in there, so I wasn't happy. So I thought, well, let's have a look and see if the one in the centre of town is open, the one at La Passage de Gracia. Managed to find my way through to Passage de Gracia, but I couldn't see the charger. I have a sneaking suspicion that it's all covered up because a whole lot of the outdoor vendors along the side of the street, they were all sort of closed up, covered up with things because there's a festival on, and there's fireworks and stuff, and they don't want them burning down and stuff like that. So it might have been covered up as well and not available to use. So I drove up through the Passage de Gracia and didn't see anything, and then I thought, okay, well, I was just stopped to some lights, I had a look at the PlugShare app and see where else I could go to. And I looked at the one, there's one at Diagonal. So I headed for Diagonal, and I got here. And wouldn't you know it, a Renault Zoe pulled into the charging points just before me. There's 2 charging points, but one of them doesn't work. This guy's from the area, he knows that the one that I pulled into didn't work. He knew to pull into the one that was in front, and he's plugged in and he's charging, and he's in business. So he says he's going to be there for a half an hour, and I'm unsure as to what to do, whether I should stay here for a half an hour and wait for him, or I should go and look for another one. I've got 23% in the battery, I've got 66 kilometres in there. There are plenty of charge as well within range. I could go and find something easy enough. I'm on to, let's see, this is plan C at the moment, isn't it? So I left the house this morning without a full charge anyway. I should have left with 100%, but forgot to plug it in last night. This morning, I think I had, 60% of the battery, a couple of hundred kilometres. It was enough, I thought it was going to be plenty. So I could have stopped and charged along the way in Mataró, because I went past the place where I charged before. And I thought, no, I'll keep going. I'll go into La Maquinista, I'll be able to charge there. I'm in the Apple Store having a look, and it's not working. Now I have to decide what I'm going to do next. Do I wait for half an hour? Maybe. Anyway, so that's my story for the moment. I'm sitting here, I've been here for 5 minutes now, another 25 minutes to wait before the guy comes back, or longer. And I mean, there's always a chance that something else could pull in just as I'm trying to get into the next place for doing some charging. I could still be unlucky, who knows? I'm having one of those unlucky days. But you gotta laugh, haven't you? So this is Dave Allen, EV20 Questions, having some fun in Barcelona. Sort of. Okay, so I've got to the Estación de Bus Sant, and the charger is available for use. Excellent. So let's get started and let's go and charge it up. So we're in business, we're charging. Let's have a look and see what we've got here. I got down to 21%. The car's starting up. And what have we got? Nothing's happening on the screen here at the moment. Why not? So the battery temper is just about the halfway mark, which is about right. Good. And we're pulling in 38 kilowatts. And it'll take me 28 minutes to get to 75%. So all I've got to do is sit and wait for 25 minutes, 28 minutes, half an hour, whatever, you know. I'm happy. And it tells me that in 27 minutes I will have 75% in the battery, which is marvellous. And there's 2 chargers here, although one is supposed to be just for taxis, but I think you can use it anyway without any problems. And there's a man going past the car just there having a look and say, well, look, there's a car charging up, it's plugged in. How strange. Give me some funny looks. And another guy as well, sort of having a look and seeing my car plugged in as well. The good news, of course, is that with this charger, it is free to use, and I've used the Barcelona charging card, the what's it called it now, the Tarjeta Usuario, or Tarjeta Usare. That one. That's the one it works with. I didn't bother trying this one here I got from Girona. I could have done, but I don't think it was going to work. And I suppose I could have tried the new Motion one as well. You never know, that might work. That one might have worked, but maybe I'd have had to pay for it. But with this one, with Barcelona Live Card, the charging is free. Excellent, we got a result. So this is Dave Allen for EV20 Questions, having some fun charging around Barcelona. So in the end I stayed for 46 minutes and got up to 90% charge. That was a result. So I couldn't get the Apple iPhone, so I drove on to meet up with Greg Olivo, and we met up there. He's got a Nissan Leaf as well. Swapped a few stories here and there about driving in a Nissan Leaf, and some tips as well, so that was good.